Is it possible to go from a high-end luxury yacht marina to an ancient mountain fortress, explore 2,000-year-old ruins and relax on a sunny Mediterranean beach, all in a single day? Today, we're finding out as we take on the ultimate full-day trip in Malaga, Spain. Welcome to Malaga, located right on the sun-drenched Costa del Sol in the southern region of Andalusia. This city is the perfect mix of deep history and vibrant coastal energy. We are starting our full day right where the city meets the Mediterranean Sea. Walking through these grand entrance pillars, you step into one of the most striking modern spaces in the city, the Palmeral de las Sorpresas, or the Palm Grove of Surprises. It's a stunning waterfront promenade, completely free and open all day. Just look at this massive wave-like white canopy stretching all along the port, perfectly framing the palm trees on one side and the marina on the other. Historically, this area was mostly industrial, but today, taking a morning walk here under the bright blue skies is a breezy, beautiful introduction to the Malaga vibe. As we continue our walk down the port, passing inviting little spots right on the water, you literally cannot miss this next attraction at the corner of the marina, a massive multicolored glass cube shining in the sun. This is the Centre Pompidou Malaga, an outpost of the world-famous Modern Art Museum in Paris. The colorful structure up top, known as El Cubo, funnels brilliant Andalusian sunshine directly down into the underground art galleries below. Tickets are usually around 8 or 9 euros, but if you time it right, it's often free on Sunday afternoons. Even if modern art isn't your thing, the plaza is free to explore, and the visual contrast here is amazing. Ultra-modern pop art architecture in the foreground, with the ancient stone walls of Malaga's historic Moorish fortress resting on the hill right behind it. Just past the Centre Pompidou, the port opens up into Muelle Uno, the city's premier open-air marina and lifestyle promenade. Walking along this upper deck area, you really get a sense of the scale here, with the path lined by incredibly tall, swaying palm trees looking picture-perfect against the bright sky. Down below, there's a long strip of waterfront cafés, but the real show is out on the water, where rows of sleek luxury yachts are docked at the pier, while massive vessels like green ferries constantly shuttle passengers across the Mediterranean. If you want the best, unobstructed views for photos away from the crowds, taking this elevated walkway is a great little tip that makes you feel like you're in a relaxed resort right in the middle of the city. At the very end of the Muelle Uno promenade, we are greeted by one of the city's most beloved symbols, La Farola. This beautiful white lighthouse has been standing guard and guiding ships into Malaga since the early 1800s, and fun fact, it's actually one of the only lighthouses in Spain to have a feminine name. Because it's a working lighthouse, you can only admire the outside, but what's truly fascinating about standing on this corner is the contrast. You have this classic, elegant piece of maritime history towering above you, and with just a turn of your head, you're face to face with ultra-luxurious mega yachts, perfectly representing a city deeply proud of its history, but fully embracing its modern coastal charm. Just steps away from the lighthouse, the concrete of the port literally gives way to the soft, warm sand of Playa de la Malagueta. This is Malaga's main urban beach, stretching for over a kilometer, and you know you've arrived when you see the iconic, massive Malagueta sculpture rising from the sand. It's an absolute must-get photo. What makes this beach so special is its accessibility. You have the calm, blue Mediterranean Sea on one side and high-rise apartments and the bustling city right on the other. You can go from exploring a medieval fortress to a high-end marina and then just kick off your shoes in the sand in a matter of minutes. Right near the historic center, you'll find the pathway leading up to the Alcazaba and the Castillo de Gibralfaro.
Now, you could easily take a public bus up this mountain to avoid the sweat, but climbing at foot truly lets you experience the scale of the place. It is a steep uphill trek, but the moment you reach the viewpoints, it makes every single burning step completely worth it as you look out over a literal bird's-eye view of the massive Plaza de Toros bull ring, the sprawling city, and the endless blue sea. A combined ticket for both monuments is €10, but a great pro tip is that entry is completely free every Sunday starting at 2 p.m. After making our way back down the mountain, we find ourselves right in the historic heart of the city, on Calle Alcazabilla. This pedestrian street is basically an open-air museum where different eras of history casually collide, completely free and open 24/7. First, you walk past a modern glass pyramid in the plaza, revealing ancient Roman ruins beneath the street, which leads to the main event, the spectacular Teatro Romano, a first-century Roman theater that was lost and buried until 1951. The best part is how alive it is today, buzzing with locals, tourists, and incredible street performers. It's amazing to marvel at 2,000-year-old architecture one second and watch a silver street performer completely defy gravity the next. Conquering that steep mountain climb and wandering through ancient ruins left me absolutely starving, so I headed deeper into the historic center, which is packed with amazing terrace cafés. Dining hours in Spain are typically late anyway, around 2 to 4 p.m., so I grabbed a table right in the heart of the action to finally refuel. I started off with some classic Spanish chorizo and a tall, ice-cold glass of freshly squeezed Andalusian orange juice, which honestly tasted like nectar of the gods after that hike. For the main event, I had a hearty portion of ensaladilla rusa, a traditional Spanish potato salad topped with tuna and fresh carrots, making this late-afternoon, sun-soaked terrace meal the absolute perfect way to experience the local lifestyle. To wrap up this incredible full day, we took an evening stroll through the narrow, winding alleys of the Old Town, leading us to our grand finale, the Malaga Cathedral. The locals affectionately call it La Manquita, or the One-Armed Lady, because the second tower was never actually finished. General entry is about €10, and stepping inside is a completely different world. Leaving the bright, bustling streets behind, you're immediately hit by the sheer scale of the high vaulted ceilings, the stunning stained glass, and the intricate grand altar. Hearing the ambient chants echoing through the massive stone halls is a deeply moving, peaceful way to end the day. From climbing ancient Moorish mountains and exploring Roman ruins to walking the modern luxury port and eating incredible tapas, this full-day trip proves that Malaga truly has it all. If you enjoyed coming along on this adventure, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more travel guides, and let me know in the comments what would be the very first stop on your Malaga itinerary. See you in the next one.